Today is one of my coaching days, so I have a couple of days every week where I work with my one-to-one clients. And today, really saddening, actually. I have come off kind of different calls with either feelings of huge anger, feelings of huge sadness, in that organisations are still not paying attention to the rising numbers of burnout that's happening, and they're not supporting people or creating the change that's needed if some of their leaders, some of their people are going off as a result of burnout and then coming back to work. The leaders that I've spoken to today are working very, very different sectors. They are in very different roles, but they are all senior leaders within the organisations that they're in. And they do not feel safe, psychologically safe, emotionally safe, mentally safe, physically safe in the organisations that they are in to challenge, to say what needs changing, to say, like, we cannot be doing this stuff anymore, to say, this is how I'm feeling. They have all been, and I've worked with all of them for varying difference of time. They have all really been made to feel that this burnout is on them, right? It's their fault, it's their problem. The rest of the leadership team do not want to take any responsibility for what's going on within their organisation. If senior leaders within organisations do not feel that they can speak up and speak out and create the change that's needed, if they feel unsafe having those conversations with their peers and their colleagues that all sit around the top table, what chance do other people have at varying different levels across the organisation? Now, I might say, actually, maybe it is safer, the difference in level that you work at. I know for me, I was sat at the most toxic table, right? When we talk about getting our seat at the table, I was sat at the most toxic table in the organisation that absolutely contributed to my burnout. It was horrific. And I am seeing this repeat organisation after organisation after organisation. There are some brilliant organisations out there, but burnout is rising. Burnout is rising daily. The severity of burnout is getting worse. It's impacting more and more people. And we have to change it. We cannot continue to just ignore it. We cannot keep putting the blame on individuals. We cannot ignore the fact that this is a systemic, endemic, deep-rooted issue that sits within organisations. We can't keep ignoring it. It's getting worse. And if your top table is not a safe space, you are creating a toxic culture for the rest of your organisation. So we need change. Lots of change. But the change has to start. That top table needs to be a safe place to be, because when it isn't, you're not just ending careers, you are damaging health, you are killing people if that top table is not a safe place to be. It's got to change.